going on, guys? Chris Bonner here, Power Training TV, all things power related. So I've got an influx of these questions from you guys asking me about jumping and dunking. I must get a couple of these all the time. So let me I'm happy. I'll be glad to answer these over and over again if you guys need to. But I want to take a little different approach today. I want to go ahead and give you guys an example. I want to paint a picture for you guys so you can understand where I'm coming from and what I'm talking about. You usually see me here giving you guys different exercises, showing you guys different power movements, speed movements, strength movements. But I want to kind of show you guys something today. I get a lot of you high school kids, or I don't know, actually, this is what I'm assuming, who want to dunk. I want to dunk. I want to learn how to jump higher. What can I do? And then some of you have sent me like pictures and stuff like that. And I look at you guys and you guys remind me of a kid that I trained when I first started training. First of all, I had this kid, right? He comes to me, his dad hits me up. He's getting ready for basketball season. His dad says, "Chris, can you do some kind of speed or jump training with him? I don't want him on the weights. I just want him to do like a speed session. That's what I want. I think that's what will get him to jump better." I tried to explain to the dad. I said, "You know what?" I said, "I can do this. I've offered this before. I really like working with kids with this, but he's at that age where I know that the weight training will be better for him than if we do a speed camp with him." So the dad thinks about it. He comes back to me. Still, he wants to do the speed thing. So I said, okay, it's the first phase of the off season. Let's go ahead. We'll get him in here. We'll do some speed and some quickness stuff. Try to get him better moving laterally. Get him a little bit quicker, which all helped. He got quicker. He was able to, I worked with his reaction a lot. With basketball, that's what I worked with mostly on him. And it wasn't so much that I got him faster in like a 40-yard dash. He was just quicker on the court as far as defense and offense goes, and when he was dribbling the ball. The second half, I kind of preached to his dad. I guess I gained his trust through all this. Meanwhile, I promise you, this kid was like a lollipop. He looked like this with a big ass head, and he just had no muscle mass to him, and he played the game of basketball that way. And that's what I see a lot of kids in the game of basketball looking like. After gaining his trust for a little while, I was just explaining to his dad, let me go ahead, let's get him on this strength training, and just trust me for this next phase. We had about, I think, 3 months basically to work with him before the season started. And this kid, he wasn't, he was a little bit awkward, but it wasn't like he was, the most unathletic thing on the court or anything like that. He was just built in his body weird. And what I tell him, and I tell all you guys, if you want to jump, if you want to dunk, if that's your goal, get your ass under the bar. Load up the bar, get your ass under it, and start squatting. Period. If you say that you already do that, you're bullshit lying. Because let me tell you something. There hasn't been a kid that I've worked with personally, and that I challenge any of you who say I can't do this to come in, if this is what it is, if you're like him, to come in and start training with us, and that you can't see results in what you want to accomplish. This kid got under the bar, he developed his posterior chain, developed this motor pattern where he was firing, his force was able to go up, and then his rate of force development, when we worked more dynamic, was able to go up, and it actually translated to him being able to drop step dunk off one leg, dunk off both, whatever he wanted to do, he was able to do it. He was able to do it, and now his entire game changed from what he was doing to what he was able to do in the next season. So, long story short, I know I'm rambling about you guys, but I feel like I owe it to you guys because I hear it from you guys all the time. But I would be doing you a disservice if I keep giving you guys like little answers about jumping and shit like that, and I didn't tell you, just train your absolute strength. Get under the bar and squat, learn how to properly squat, and start implementing it every week into your training. And I promise you, in no time, you will see a difference. I haven't met a guy yet that hasn't. And I challenge you to please send me a message if that has not worked for you. It might be, now don't send me a message if you're like 5'5", 210 pounds, and you know what I mean, you're 30% body fat or some crazy shit, and you squat 500 pounds but you can't dunk. Alright, spare me. But if you are basically one of those skinny tall basketball players who keep emailing me and say you can't dunk, hit me up. I would love to work with you. I would love to help you out. Check it out, try it out, squat. Chris Barner, Power Training TV.